I was being groomed to be a pro baseball player, but it was never my dream. It was my parents. And behind closed doors, I was a completely different person. So I loved Yu-Gi-Oh!, DC Comics, video games like Call of Duty, Halo, Ninja Gaiden, and these were genuinely mine. Not what anybody else told me to like, because that stuff wasn't cool, so I spent my energy trying to fit into a world I had nothing in common with. I had no real direction of my own. I was 15, depressed, invisible, and after getting arrested partying, I had a moment of weakness putting a knife to my throat. My friend started to notice that things got darker, and he told me to join him with his strength conditioning coach. I remember walking into that gym, and for the first time in my life, I found something that was mine. I got the 4-pack, I had more looks from the ladies, and I thought I had it figured out, but I hadn't. So junior year of college, I found a fitness influencer. I followed his program to the letter. Keto, intermittent fasting with no coach, no guardrails, just extremes. And I developed an eating disorder trying to chase a physique I thought would finally make me enough. So I gave up gaming, going out with my friends, everything that I actually loved. At a 4th of July party, a different friend caught me in the act, binging and then purging, making me open the door. That was the moment I couldn't pretend to myself anymore. I found fitness to save my life at 15, and by 21, I turned it into something destroying it. And what I learned on the other side is that fitness is not the destination, but the vehicle. And when it's built right, it bleeds into everything, like your confidence, your relationships, and your ability to show up for the people who matter. But when it's built wrong, it costs you all those things instead. I went on to graduate with my sports medicine degree. I was already coaching clients in college, then landing a job at a Fortune 500 company. I spent a year and a half working directly with corporate men. After 100 desk workers with real jobs, real relationships, real lives they weren't willing to give up, I gave them the most science-backed programs that I knew, but nobody followed them. And it wasn't because they didn't want the results, but because the programs didn't fit their actual lives. So I reworked everything. I built a system around their lives instead of against them. And one by one, they started transforming, taking that system to a big box gym, then managing trainers nationally, teaching them the same thing. After 10 years of experience in person, I went fully online. And that's what I do now. For desk working men, my client Phil was getting married in 6 months, 30 pounds overweight, gamer, loved superheroes, was a martial arts athlete, my kind of guy. And on our first call, he said, I want to be a role model for myself and my future kids. Right now, I'm not. 6 months later, he's 25 pounds down, walked into his wedding looking his sharpest, and his wife looks at him differently while he believes in himself now. Phil didn't need the extreme program, he needed direction. And I'm the man who went through the extremes. Both times, somebody pointed me in the right way. And that's what I do now for desk working men who need direction, who have tried before and gone too far, rebounded, or who just want their body back without giving up everything else. Give a man direction and watch what happens to himself and everyone around him. That's why I do this. I'm Coach Chris Lee. Give me a follow for the journey.